All right, we have a game here from Lamb Sauce King and CB's Lord Lever. Dark Elves versus High Elves, one of the eternal matches. Tyrion versus the new hotness. Malekith, but cheaper. And a little bit prettier. Just a little bit. Supreme Sorceress of Dark up on her Dragon with Soul Stealer. Pretty typical stuff there. Dread Spears and Blackheart Corsairs mixed throughout the front line. We have, what is it? 2 Cold One Knights, 2 Dark Riders. Yep. 1 Witch Elf, 2 Witch Elves, 3 Witch Elves. These guys have been rising in priority a lot. Their Madness of Cain debuff is huge. Really helps out in the late game. Plus, they're just a cost-effective unit. We also have the Crows of Cain and 1 extra Dark Rider way in the Vanguard. For Lord Lever and the High Elves, we have the Herald of the Wind, Illyrian Reaver Archers, plus another Illyrian Reaver Archer, and 2 more on the other side. So 4 total Illyrian Reaver Archers, 1 extra Illyrian Reaver, 2 extra Illyrian Reavers, sorry about that, so 6 total. Mage of Death with Spirit Leech and Fate of Una. We have Tyrion, Heir of Venerin, Wielder of Sunfang, Defender of Alt One, and Savior of the Phoenix Crown. And 2 Silver Guard, Pure Main Company White Lions, 2 Archers, 2 Rangers. It's a bit of a kite build, though. We did start out with a little whoopsie-doo. As some of the Herald of the Wind and the other Illyrian Reavers were caught by the Dark Riders and Crows of Cain. They're now starting to run away and hopefully shooting as they run, though I never fully know when Skirmish Cav feel like firing. Sometimes they just decide to AFK, and it bothers me a lot. On the far side, the Fate of Una caster did do a Fate of Una cast onto these Cold One Knights, but she is getting caught by them, needs to run away. She is on a chariot, which actually makes her an easier target for them to deal with than on foot. Archers are now getting their shots in as Cold One Knights try and sneak through this area. It looks like they're going to try and surround the Heralds of the Wind. No, they're just going to back out for now. As the Crows of Cain Dark Riders also get back into the skies / run away. Crows of Cain going to dive Archers? No, just straight on to Heralds of the Wind, not giving up. Illyrian Reavers will bail out the Sorcerer of Death, well, the Mage of Death, but the Supreme Sorceress will take care of her very swiftly, diving straight in there, immediately getting a terror route, probably going to become a natural route very soon, as Sunfang pushes through some of those Dread Spears in the back. Now, Tyrion is riding over. He might have a thing or two to say, as the Mage of Death is officially routed awfully close to the edge of the map, so she will probably go off. Illyrian Reaver's even going to terror route all the way off the map. Nope. Rally just the last second. But Supreme Sorceress is not about to let them get off that easily. Yes, she will. No, she won't. No, there she goes. She landed. Though Tyrion is, like, right there, and he's going to whoop her ass. Yeah, he's going for it. Foe Seeker, stand your ground. All the goodies. All the goodies. Tyrion's hitting her in the face as some Cold One Knights and Dark Riders come to help out the Supreme Sorceress. Meanwhile, the Witch Elves and Cold One Knights also trying to kill this Death Mage. Who's just on a chariot. She's just sitting in the middle of them on a chariot, and they still can't, like, kill her for some reason. Illyrian Reavers and Dark Riders both routing. Just leaves Tyrion alone with the Cold One Knights and her. Supreme Sorceress of Dark takes off while in melee combat with Tyrion because reasons. And decides to leave it at that. Decides to leave it at that. Decides to leave it at that. Don't melee fight Tyrion. I guess maybe with Witch Elves and the Crows of Cain nearby, maybe, but solo? No. Alright, she goes to fight Tyrion. Elsewhere, the Dark Elves have a big, annoying purple glow about them that makes it really hard to see what the fuck's going on. But it looks like Archers are holding for now and still firing while the High Elf front line maintains its balance. Tyrion is trying to kick ass as a Soul Steal on the way out. And how is that stupid mage still alive? What is happening here? Look at all those Witch Elves just standing there with their dicks in their hand, not doing anything. Swing! Swing at him! Okay, anyway. Tyrion's stuck here, takes actually a shitload of damage, and gets rear charge, and is Soul Stealer. Finally, that lady just shatters, so the Witch Elves and Cold One Knights can give up whatever the fuck that was. That was really stupid. Tyrion's taking a lot of damage. The High Elves are getting kind of shellacked across the board. And Tyrion is left here. I think there's going to be a Sunfang soon, man. Because Sunfang charges up while you're in melee combat. Yeah. And these Witch Elves have, like, 0 armor. Witch Elves have 5 armor. Sunfang could wreck him. Oh, but he's rampaging. You can't cast it. Rip in peace, Tyrion. Rip in peace. I wonder if he gets routed before he gets his Heart of Avalon like usual. Supreme Sorceress of Dark just letting him go could be a bit risky. It looks like she wanted to go get breath attacks. Yeah, down that middle pocket of like 3 High Elf units, she got a nice, nasty breath attack. I just kind of want to see what happens here with Tyrion, because I swear as soon as he unrampages, he's going to Sunfang these guys. But for now, he's still rampaging, whatever. Dark Sorceress is charging down into more High Elves, trying to rout them off while Witch Elves keep routing them. Rangers and Spearmen are doing okay. Tyrion's unrouted. Oh, here we go! Do it. Do it. Dark Riders route off the map. Yeah! Witch Elves get fucked. I knew it was coming. They were way too blobbed up on it for it to not happen. Anyway, Dark Riders get pushed off. Witch Elves and Crows of Cain barely hanging on. Okay, now I'll go spectate the rest of the game. I just wanted to see it happen. Illyrian Reavers rampaged by the Witch Elves. Witch Elves are also rampaging the Silverin Guard. We have some Illyrian Reaver archers trying to return. And we have Rangers and Silverin Guard still fighting, but I don't know if they really have the DPS to do very much about this. Tyrion pushes off the Crows of Cain. Witch Elves are almost on their way out. The Crows of Cain with their 82 speed should take themselves right off the map before rallying. Yeah, they're at -7 still. Witch Elves also rout. Another big breath attack onto the Silverin Guard, and Rangers doing a ton of damage from this Dark Elf Sorceress. Jeez, 2,500 damage value. And if people thought that nerfing Malekith got rid of the Dark Elf Dragon meta, nope. Soul Stealer healing up a giant fucking monster for 2,200-ish gold is insane. Tyrion's more expensive than her, and he needed to bring a separate caster. Illyrian Reaver archers finish running off those Witch Elves, though it is just Tyrion versus this lady. And he is currently at 1,400 value. So nice job, Tyrion. I mean, she's better than you for cheaper, but you're doing your best. She is going to 1v1 him, which is risky. Foe Seeker is popped. He is not ITP, so he could actually terror out here any moment. He's going to hang on for now. There's a Illyrian Reaver shooter in the back. He's doing his best. He's dueling it out. 83-72 for melee stats. And there was a Soul Stealer that's going to heal her up and get Tyrion nice and low for that upcoming terror route. Elsewhere... Oh, God, he got the Heart of Avalon. All right, there's his heal cap. It's there. But he's still vibing. Anyway, elsewhere on the map, Dread Spears are starting to rout. Witch Elves and Black Corsairs continue to grind through the last of the High Elves. But the High Elves really don't have that much left. They have 4 skirmish cav that are all super low on ammunition, and that's really it. Tyrion and his Illyrian Reavers were trying to force that lady to stay on the ground, but then she does manage to get away, and Tyrion will have to continue to fight his way through Dread Spears. Heralds of the Wind get rampaged once again by the Witch Elves, leaving them to their death. Dragon Lady gets up in the sky. Looks like she's trying to use a breath attack or something. She has 1 left, technically. Nope, she's just going to Cycle Charge Tyrion, which is also fine. She lands, misses her first attack, and then Stand Your Grounds gives him 96 melee defense. Not enough to save him, though. 120 melee defense, however, from Feint and Riposte and Stand Your Ground. Now that should be enough. As he starts to chase her, he wants to keep her on the ground, but these Illyrian Reavers will have to do it for him. Never mind, they're going to back off, and she will get back up into the sky. Can the Dark Elves carry this? These Illyrian Reavers could rear charge the Dread Spears, and that would get them to rout. Don't know why they're being such cowards about it. And Spring Sorcerer's Dark gets attack orders, which just forces her to awkwardly land in front of Tyrion, who does turn around, pops Foe Seeker yet again to try and replenish some vigor and get some more damage onto her. Another Soul Stealer. God, I love Soul Stealer. It's such a cool, fun, interactive spell for everybody involved. It's going to damage Tyrion and heal her up. Sunfang comes out, though, trying to predict where those spears are, and it looks like it actually is going to hit decently. Yeah, decently. Good little poke there. Tyrion's getting really low. Does he get low enough to pop the heart before he routs? For now, we got some Witch Elves routing. Dark Elves, Black Arc Corsair. Yes, Black Arc Corsairs are routing as well. Tyrion continues to try and fight the Supreme Sorceress of Dark. He's getting some shots in. Her healing cap has appeared. Tyrion's healing cap is very close. He can maybe get 1 more proc on the Heart of Avalon. He's getting big hits onto the Supreme Sorceress. He's whooping her ass as more Illyrian Reavers continue to sit and shoot. They need to rear charge these Dread Spears, though. They could get them to rout if they did that. Tyrion loops around. It looks like he's going in for 1 more charge. Gets another hit onto her as the Witch Elves trying to get onto him so that they can rampage him once again. He does have the Madness of Cain, though I think he might have already got that threshold. He is beating the shit out of her, and the Illyrian Reavers rear charge the Witch Elves, trying to get a little bit of damage, but that does cause them to be rampaged. Tyrion gets another Heart of Avalon proc, so he is officially heal capped, and all of a sudden, Red is in the lead. The High Elves are in the lead now. What you gonna do about it? Apparently a big-ass breath attack. Does a ton of damage. One of the Illyrian Reavers was already routing. The other one is going to get going soon here, and the Soul Stealer is going to hit all 4 High Elf units that remain. That'll be a brutal Soul Stealer, healing up that lady. The Bounce of Power careens in her favor. And Tyrion gets landed on once again. Witch Elves are routing. Dread Spear's almost routing. Another Dread Spear is still here for now as Tyrion continues to fight against the Supreme Sorceress of Dark. Oh, it's so funny that a Caster Lord can beat Tyrion in melee combat because she somehow has damage spells that also heal her while also being on a flying thing with breath attacks for like 200 gold less than he is. Tyrion continues to do his best. Faint Riposte is popped. That gives him insane melee stats, 107 and 96. He continues to fight, but he's still not ITP, so he could tear her out at, like, literally any moment. Some Rangers are coming back to the fight. Illyrian Reavers have also charged in. Witch Elves and Dread Spears are barely clinging to life, but Tyrion's leadership is getting so fucking low. He's at 30 leadership. If he dips down to, like, 20, he's going to tear her out. He's almost routed off these Dread Spears. He's back onto the Sorceress. And she charges away from him into the Rangers. The Witch Elves are trying to get onto his flanks. They have hit him with the Madness of Cain, lowering his melee defense to 254. He tries to charge out to get her, but he can't. She gets out of in time. He's taking a lot of damage. He's taking a lot of damage. We have Dread Spears rallying. Balance of power goes against Tyrion, even though he's still fighting, even though he hasn't quit for nothing. His leadership is 20. She's going to land on him, and that might cause the terror out of the gods. There it is. G fucking G. Tyrion's a Chad. 5,100 for the Sorceress of Dark, because no one's sick of Dark Elves yet. We still love Dark Elves being on every stream and at the high level constantly, and it's always just Soul Stealer and Dragons. We love it. We love Soul Stealer and Dragons being constantly fucking meta for the last 8 months. It's great. It's great. We love it. Actually, it's 11 months, because they became meta in October. Yeah. And it's July, so that's 9 months. Wait. Yes, 9 months. Tyrion got 3,300 value. Good for you, buddy. Deathcaster getting sniped out right away was a huge problem. With how close this game ended up being, if that caster hadn't died, like, as soon as the game started, the High Elves probably would have clinched it out. Other than that, decent performances across the board for the rest of the High Elf units. GG. Roar. Subscribe, yes, yes.